This is a resume of an electrical engineer intern, and let's review it. So, what we're going to be looking for is normal intern stuff, which is working well with others and taking criticism. Here are the skills: CAN, BUS, PCB, CAD, MIP, Revit. And I swear to you, in almost every single job description, Microsoft Office Suites, Excel, Word, PowerPoint. You look up internships for electrical engineering, almost every single one of them had that in there, so you absolutely need it. Then this type of Reddit, these words, whatever the heck this means, and construction drawing specifications and electrical systems. Also, I am still sick, so I'm probably going to miss some obvious stuff. Apologies, but again, if you can get past a sick recruiter in a resume review, your resume is solid. And if you like this type of stuff, please like, comment, and subscribe. And maybe, check if you need more help. Check out my Twitch channel. I help people live. Although I'm not going to be here until March 3rd. That's when I come back. I'm on vacation. Although, admittedly, I don't know if anybody's going to see that because hopefully don't miss an upload. But if I miss an upload, that's why I'm on vacation. So let's review this resume. They have had 100 application ratio, which isn't good. And they have changed their resume a lot, which is not something you really want to do because you're going to miss out on actually getting interviews. So a little known fact about ATSs is everybody wants to know how to get past the ATS. The biggest way they order people is first come, first serve. That is the most common ATS ordering thing. So if you're remaking your resume, it's going to take you longer to click apply. If it takes you longer to click apply, your chances are less. So you don't need to keep rewriting your resume. It's not good. All right, so let's actually go with this. Looking to become a staff architect later here. We don't need this. This doesn't matter. Yeah, this can be deleted. So also relocate for an internship. I don't know if they really do that or they want to do that. So this whole section can be deleted. Education, this is fine. What is a 3.2? 3.2 GPA is a, that's not the word I clicked. What the heck is a 2 point? It's like a BA. It's an okay-ish. So the formatting of this is off. Please use my formatting right here, also down below, where you can download that formatting, and then keep this to 1. This doesn't need to be 2. You can just do 1. One line for this. So this also doesn't need to be bolded. None of this is. So let's actually look at this. This is again 1 line. Collaborated with senior engineers and maintain 2 irrigation bushes for farmers using AutoCAD, PCB. I mean, those are solid skills. Improve road construction feedback. Okay, implemented constructive feedback from managers and engineers. Technical report. That's signed. Maintain 500 lines of C++ Git. Unless this is a different time, I actually didn't see a lot of that in the internships. Microcontrollers analyzed with AutoCAD, delays, showcase user friendly. Again, so these aren't bad. You actually have some of the skills. I saw PCB, I saw CAD, but I didn't see any Microsoft Office Suite. I know you're gonna cry, but seriously, like almost every single one of them had that. So put that on, please. You need to put that on. It doesn't have to be crazy. You could just say created documents using Excel, Word, and PowerPoint or whatever, but it still needs to be there. In addition, this sentence is almost right, but it's not enough. I don't want to hear collaborated with engineers. How did you work with them, right? Like, worked with 2 senior engineers who, did X and Y where we did Z and B. And this is okay, and implement a construction feedback manager to produce a technical report, but I need more, right? So I want to know that you had weekly team meetings. In fact, these can maybe be even combined, but worked with senior engineers who would give feedback on my X and Y, and I would then produce a technical report that detailed code functionality schematics for our embedded software design. Something like that. Again, I'm sick, so I hope that made sense. But you are missing a little bit. I think the keywords are mostly okay, except for Office, but I need to know how you did that. In addition, the formatting is off. So if I'm gonna hazard a guess, I'm gonna take a guess on your resume of why you're having an issue is specifically you said, I just changed my resume a lot and this is the recent one. Realistically, what I think is the issue is, yeah, the formatting's a little off. Yeah, you're missing a couple of stuff here, but I think it's because you're applying late. Is you're seeing a job description and then you're remaking your resume and then hitting apply. That will lead to failure, and that's why you don't want to do that. Is that's going to put you lower in the order, and it's possible that if you are number 75 that applies and they find their candidate in the first 15, you will never be seen. And realistically, as a engineer intern position, you're probably going to find it within your first 50 applications. So I'm going to hazard a guess that that's actually the root of your problem and not necessarily so much in the resume. So yes, your resume can be improved a little bit, but it's probably based on what you said, why you have a 1 in 100 ratio, which isn't good. So do those fixes, fix the formatting, fix a couple of the bullet points, and most importantly, do not remake your resume for every job. That will lead to less chances of an interview, and that goes for basically everybody. So let's go to the next resume. We're reviewing a resume of a software engineer. They just said in their note to me that they would like to work in Japan, and I've never recruited in Japan. I cannot read Japanese, so I cannot help you with that. I can just judge this like a normal software engineer. In addition, I don't know if their ratio is correct or not. It doesn't seem like it based on the rest of the stuff. So let's begin. I hate this format. This format is terrible. Never use double 2 lines. It should be single column the whole way down. Single column the whole way down, not double column. Double column is bad. Anyway, senior software designing scalable SaaS, architecture, JavaScript, React. Okay, so I think they're full. Yeah, they're full stack. Well, for mentoring. Okay, again, I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I can't. Where's their education? See, this might be important or not, because some of them do like this. This is why this format is horrible, is I can't find what I need. Let a mentor team define as your printing guidance and quality standards, best performance. Okay, there's nothing I need here. I mean, I do like the lead. That actually, this is, you know what? No. This is all written wrong. This is actually a solid bullet point right here. Code reviews and training sessions. That's actually solid. Architecture mentor for SaaS product, modern framework, React, TypeScript for the venture-created plug backends. It's actually a good bullet point. Close UX design, develop backend Java APIs. Yeah, I'm missing cloud, but these are good bullet points. Stop it. Just have a basic format. Like, if you literally just put it into this format, I think you'd have a lot better time. But yeah, this is... That's fine. This is actually solid bullet points. If they can get past all this and find what they want, I could easily see you being moved forward. I don't like how this is written because it makes it harder for me to find what I want, but if they're able to get past it, which they might, because the formatting is bad, but it's not the worst I've ever seen, you could maybe get an interview with this. Yeah, I mean, some of these are solid. Just please, it's a formatting issue. I mean, there's not much more I can get on this because the bullet points are good. And again, I cannot help you with working in Japan, but and again, this is worthless right here, but if they can get past it, these are solid bullet points. Just make it like this. That's all you got to do. Make it like that. Make it, just put these bullet points there, maybe trim a couple, and do an overall summary of what this job is, and I think you're going to be fine. So, yeah, that's weird. I don't know anything about how to help you get into Japan, but at least in the United States, these bullet points are solid. The formatting is not. So, C-, honestly, B-. Again, formatting is not weighted 100% on a resume. So let's move to the next resume. This is a resume of a finance intern. This is Clap For Me, which is a funny name. And if this is I know there's a couple of types of finance intern. This is the one that I found. If this is not the right one, let me know in chat and I'll give you a free review real quick, because I know there's a certain types that you were looking for. So what we're primarily going to be looking for in this type of finance intern with the full disclosure that this may be incorrect, is Microsoft Office, so Outlook, PowerPoint, Excel, and Word, working as part of a team, multitask, fast-paced, and attention to detail. Now, again, you are looking in Turkey, and I do not know what the recruiters in Turkey are exactly going to be looking at for, but this is at least for the US. So, that's basically all we're looking for. All right, this is fine. I think this should be 2 lines max. Let's see, laser and effects operators and Turkey. Okay, formatting is okay. I think the formatting could be a little bit better, but it's not a huge deal. Let's see. Design, install, and configure laser effects and mist systems for 60 plus ensure compliance with safety protocols. That's okay. Automated laser control software reducing manual time, collaborative with customer information to troubleshoot. This part is actually, I feel like, the only one that's relevant to this, but let's look at the present, the projects. So normally you want the experience above the projects, but in the case that your experience is not necessarily related to the job you're looking for, then it's okay to put it below. In addition, you've only been there from May to September. This may be a case of you may just want to leave it out. Co-founded the blank community, that's fine, because these are projects. Served as a board member, lead designer, and community strategic planning, marketing, and audience engagement. Okay. Design visual assets, management, implementing content calendar. Again, so what we're going to be looking for is this, and I don't see this here. Obviously, you know what, there's going to be like the finance stuff, but actually most of what I saw, it was just these 3. So you don't need to change these too much. You could just say co-founded the X community, and then I don't think you need this. And you could say where we did X and Y using Outlook, PowerPoint, Word, and Excel. And then below you could say designed or did X with a team, which involved, and then you can put in like multitask, fast-paced, attention to detail. So that kind of thing. And then launch date peer review, so 2 months, managing and in production and distribution. Again, we want to know how. You're not telling me how you did this. Did you create the deadlines and then follow them through, which is going to be a qualification? Did you do that in Word? Did you do that in PowerPoint? Did you use Canva? Canva, I don't know if it's really a big one for finance internships. The primary ones they were looking for is that. And yeah, again, so this is built in online psychology, target partners, developed a proprietary psychosocial network, client details reports within 6 hours. See, this is kind of okay. And Adobe is. The problem is there's just not enough. Like, you're going to need to restructure these bullet points. I don't think you need to, like, burn them and start completely fresh. I think you just need to add this stuff, right? Like, launched a co-revealed psychology magazine where I worked with other people because they want to know as an intern that you can work with other people. They want to see that you have used Outlook, PowerPoint, and Excel. They want to know that you've done fast-paced attention to detail and a multitask. And I think you can put those in here. You just need to slot them in. Because this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. The languages can, but the languages should actually be up top. Typically, when you're looking for languages, those are really up top because it's actually very difficult to find candidates that are bi or tri or quad or whatever lingual. So those should be up top. Personal information. I don't know if this is needed. This might be a thing in Turkey that's specific, but and publications again. Those are cool, but not what I'm looking for. And that's kind of the problem with this resume as a whole is these are very impressive, but they're not impressive for the type of job I would be hiring you for. So I'm going to need you to put this stuff in. I need a little bit of finance. I need Microsoft Office, Outlook, PowerPoint. I need to see how you worked as part of a team. I want to see that you did a fast-paced environment and you did attention to detail. And I think you can do that. I think the Outlook and Excel could probably be here along with the attention to detail. And then you have this deadline, which is actually really cool, but they're not going to get to it. So you just need to rework these sentences and move this below. Truthfully, you've only been there for a little bit of time. I think you should just delete this. This part probably doesn't help you. So yeah, just fix up the sentences, delete that, and you'll stand a much better chance. Let's go to the next resume. This is a resume of a DevOps engineer. The only note they wrote is that they've gotten 0 interviews out of over 150 applications, so this is not going to be a good resume. That is what I'm anticipating. So, DevOps. What does a DevOps engineer do? The answer to that is everything. Every company has a different description of a DevOps, but there are some commonalities. So, what we're going to be looking for primarily is going to be any type of cloud. DevOps, the word specifically DevOps. CI/CD, Docker, SQL. This one, infrastructure as code, IAC, was in a few of them, so it's not as important. Kubernetes was important. Troubleshoot is good. Monitor, logging, caching, scaling, parallelization, GitHub, network priority, blah, 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 those things. So, but primarily it's going to be these. These are probably, I would say, the most important ones. You still need the other stuff, but these are the stars. So, all right, let's look at this resume. So they put their full information up top, so I cannot scroll up. But this is weird. Okay, so formatting-wise, this is a nightmare. Don't do this. Also, I don't think you put your education. You need to put your education. I assume you've gotten a degree for this. Most DevOps people do. That should be up top. Then you don't need months here. I don't know why you bolded that. None of this should be bolded. This is a nightmare to find what I'm looking for. So the only thing I can find is Azure. That's it. I can only find Azure. There may be more important stuff here, but there's so much denseness in this resume, and the bolding is making it worse, that my eyes cannot find anything else. So the only thing you have out of all of this is cloud. I need more. Where's the DevOps? Where's the CI/CD? Where's the Docker? Where's the SQL? Where's the Kubernetes? So there's absolutely nothing but that here, and the formatting's off. So this is largely all wasted. Yeah, I don't even know what you do, which especially for DevOps can be very important. In addition, your title is lead infrastructure engineer. That's not DevOps. And now people in the comments are going to say, well, hold on, that can be DevOps. The problem is the recruiter may not know that. If your job title could be considered DevOps, then just put DevOps engineer. But if it's not, then we need DevOps in here somewhere. This does not read like a DevOps to somebody that is not knowledgeable in computers or IT in general. And that is the problem with this, is I don't see this as DevOps. That's why you're not getting anything. I see that you are an AI engineer. I see that you are an infrastructure engineer. I've seen that you've worked on Azure. I don't know anything else about this resume that I could use. There is nothing that I can see. And maybe there are keywords here that I'm missing, but because you bolded so much, I cannot find them. So the previous resume, you only needed to fix a couple of sentences to put this in. You need to burn this and redo it. This is not a good resume. Throw it in the trash, redo it. And then I want it to look like this, okay? I want your first name, last name, I want your phone number, email, and LinkedIn or portfolio. Then if you are in the United States, I want you to put, if you are a green card holder or U.S. citizen in the U.S., put that, then the city and state you are in. Then I want your education, no more than 3 lines. Probably, if you've only got a bachelor's, 1 line. Then I want you to write it like this. No bolding. This is the only thing that's bolded. This is the only thing that's bolded. This is the only thing that's bolded. And then I need all this stuff up here that I am to be in there. Primarily these. Do not bold them. I am bolding them for emphasis. You need to make it so they are seen without bolding. Nope, that's wrong. There we go. So those are the things I really, really want, and I still need the rest of it, because that's why you're not getting any luck. It's because this does not read like a DevOps. It does not read like anything. It just reads like an infrastructure engineer, and maybe an infrastructure engineer is a DevOps, but you ask 5 people in IT what DevOps is, you get 12 different answers. So you need to make it more obvious. I don't want to be mean or cruel, but that's kind of the only thing I can find here is the Azure, and that's the only thing I can find. And this entire thing The only thing I found that I would be looking for is cloud, and there's more. So that is why this resume doesn't work. Redo it, use my format, resubmit, make it easy, make it simple, use those keywords. And then let's go to the next resume. This is a resume of a software engineer. This is the final resume of this video. They have only a few months before they graduate. Appreciate they give me an honest feedback. They've only gotten around 2 to 3 interviews in a span of 2 years. Only around 5 online assessments. That's not great. So, the first problem is they just said software engineer. Are you front end? Are you back end? Are you full stack? I don't know. And that's the immediate flaw I see already. The second is this formatting is hideous. But let's check. So for most, I'm going to assume most software engineers are going to want some kind of cloud. They're going to want some stuff for their language, which again, I don't know which kind they are. So let's see if we can find out which kind of software engineer they are. First, this doesn't need to be more than 2 lines, and you don't need to bold it. Also, again, none of this should all be black and white. Please make this all black and white. The only thing that shouldn't be black and white is this stuff right here. This is the only thing you can do. That at the very top, your contact information, that can be blue, that's fine. Everything else should be black and white. Stop bolding everything. Bolding everything makes it worse. So this should be 2 lines. You also don't need this line in between here. I get why people do it, but it's not necessary. C++, comes from multi-threaded engine, particle, real-time, and C++. Mentored students, shadows, lead code. Okay. This doesn't matter. I need to see how you use it. Designed a React front end. So MySQL, AWS, CIC. Yeah, your bullet points are bad. And the problem is I don't know what kind of software engineer you are. So for software engineer internships, it doesn't matter what kind of software engineer you are. You could be front end, back end, full stack. It doesn't matter. Once you go into your full-time job, you need to pick a stack and stick with it, or at least write a resume based on it. And that is why you're having issues here, is because I don't know what you are. I'm assuming maybe full stack. I mean, look, AWS is fine, React is fine, SQL is fine, but here you do Python, here you do C++. I need you to pick a stack, and that's why you're failing. First off, the market is bad, so that's probably the biggest reason you're failing. But the second reason you're failing is I don't know what you are, right? Like, because here, I have these saved. If you're looking for a, say, Python engineer, this is going to be the keywords. But on the other hand, if you're looking for, do I have a C engineer? No, I don't. If you're looking for a full stack engineer, then these are going to be the keywords. And front end is going to be different. And then a C++ engineer is going to be different than a Python one. So CI/CD is good, SQL is good, cloud is good, but I don't know what you are, and that's why you're not getting anything. You got to pick a stack. Make it front end, make it back end, make it full stack, and then make it obvious, all right? You need it to be so obvious your non-technical parent or sibling can be like, oh yeah, clearly they're a front end dev. But that's why you're not having any luck. So the formatting's off, the actual content is off, because again, this doesn't count. I need them in the bullet points. Yeah, none of these bullet points I really care about, honestly. They're not good. I mean, you may need to redo a lot of them. If there are any good bullet points here. This one, actually, this is a phenomenal bullet point, but no one's going to find this bullet point. This is actually a really good one. And this one is also okay. But people are probably not going to read down there. They're not going to see it. And because you bolded everything, they may actually miss it. So I want you to write more stuff like this. This, I think, is your best bullet point that I can see. And everything else is not as good. You're going to redo the bullet points. You need to pick a stack, and then you can resubmit it. Now, I want to be clear that the market is bad. So even with a phenomenal resume, I mean, like 1 in 30, 1 in 40 would be okay. But it doesn't sound like you're getting even that. So, but that is the last resume of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I like helping people, and if you need more help, go to my Twitch channel. The link is below. That is where I give this stuff live, and I can give a little more help than I can actually give through just purely YouTube. So I will see you all in the next video.